What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? My name is Weldon Wright. I'm a former track and field athlete at the University of Tennessee. Um, I'm currently in quarantine, just like the rest of y'all, and I'm just gonna give you a quick example of how I had a time in my life where I was struggling with my faith. To paint the picture for you, I was a sophomore at the University of Tennessee. It was a week before my birthday, and I come to find out that my grandfather passed away. And for me, that was my role model. That was someone I looked up to since I was a kid. The reason I love sports was because of my grandfather. The person I communicated probably the most with was my grandfather. I talked to him probably at just about every Sunday evening, um, and he always would motivate me and just say things that meant the world to me. The reason being is, when I was in high school, I wanted to play basketball so bad. Like, I was 4'11", not that tall, and I wanted to hoop. And I remember I didn't make the team. You know what I'm saying? You don't always get to make the team. And he sent me some things. He sent me a bunch of posters of him hooping and all the stuff that he did. He was in a singing group, just all types of stuff that like interested me. And he pretty much, made it personal, you know what I'm saying? And was like, hey, I don't care what they say about you. I'm riding with you. And that means a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it's my sophomore year. I'm chilling. Just another usual day. I'm struggling in every aspect of my life at that point. And I was like, this week is tough, but if I can just make it to my birthday, it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? You know how you have those days where you're like, if I could just make it to this day. And I know like everyone's looking forward to getting out of quarantine. You're like, if I could just make it to once we get out of here, everything's gonna be good. Everything's gonna be back to normal, whatever. And I remember I'm striving. I'm pretty much striving to get to that day. My dad calls me. My family members are calling me. They're like telling me, the situation of my grandfather. He is now passed, and I just broke down. I was hurt. I was upset, and I was vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And then I was frustrated. You know what I'm saying? I was mad. It's like the expectation was for me to ball out and for me to be watched by my grandfather doing the thing that I love to do, which was run track and jump in some sand and just enjoy that moment. I don't think he ever got a chance to see me do that. I don't think he had many chances to see me do my sport. So I'm sitting there and I'm crushed. So now I gotta take a flight. Now I gotta leave. Now I gotta fly and to Cali. And during that time, I was just so upset. I'm talking about I wasn't leaning on the Lord at all. I was leaning on anything but God at that point in my life. And that was just because of just I was frustrated. It's like if you're such a good God, why would you let this happen? If you're such a good God, why would you let this quarantine transpire? And I remember reading Romans 8:28, and it was talking about that all things work together for our good. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, see, I had to step back and realize that the verse really says, and we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose. And so I realized I was kind of living a purposeless life, and when you live purposelessly, like and people are going to always talk about your purpose. That's something that continuously develops over your life. Um, that if I don't have a firm foundation in what God says I am, who He says I am, and my purpose isn't rooted in Him, and I identify with my sport, with my addictions, with my struggles, and that's all I go to in my time of trouble, then I will never get past the struggle. I will never get past this quarantine. Like for some people, this may affect them the rest of their lives. They're losing loved ones, they're losing family members, and with that loss, a lot of people, if they don't turn and face and lean into God and lean on God, um, their mindset and who they are as a person will be affected by that. And what I'm encouraging you guys to do in this wonderful, 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 wonderful day, I'm encouraging you guys to just lean into God. cast your burdens on the Lord. You know, if you're struggling in this isolation, reach out to someone. You know what I'm saying? You're not alone. You know, you've never been alone. Just reach out. This is a beautiful time to rekindle relationships that may have been broken. It's a beautiful time to have some self-care. And this is a beautiful time to also just completely put all your trust in the Lord. So I love y'all. Y'all stay safe, stay out of trouble, and go Vols, baby.